Hey, it's remotely. You're watching the remotely review. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Look, we're just having a good old time. We're in quarantine, just like everybody else. All right. Wow, that's good. Listen, we want to talk about Wendy Williams. Yep, the queen of all media. She's coming back to TV on Monday. Give it up, y'all. Wendy Williams says she's coming back. She made the announcement earlier today. Now, we've been missing Wendy. You know, everybody went off the air. All of your TV shows went off the air due to the coronavirus scare, you know. I guess they didn't want so much social contact in those studios, and so they shut them down. And so you had TV shows like Dr. Phil, Maury Povich, Wendy Williams, Tamron Hall, even, you know, your celebrity gossip shows like Extra and Inside Edition, stuff like that. You know, The View, even, you know, the women at The View, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, all of those people, they're airing from their homes now. And so Wendy has decided to join the group, and she's going to be airing from her apartment in New York City. Yep. And so we're excited about that. You know, I live for a good Wendy Williams TV show. I watch it faithfully. You know what I mean? She is the queen of all media, hands down, bar none. So, you know, bravo to Wendy, and welcome back. It's great to have you. All right. Moving on, we talked about Drake. We mentioned the new song he released. It's called Tootsie Slide, and it's doing quite well right now. But what I wanted to touch on was the fact that, you know, Drake debuted his new little son. Well, I shouldn't say new. He's been around for a while. I guess, what, he's 2 years old now. And this little guy, he looks just like Drake, okay? If you guys haven't seen the photos, you could Google it, or maybe go to the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, one of those different news blogs, and you can see Drake's little son. And he's cute as a button. Like I said, looks just like Drake, the spitting image of Drake. What's his name? Adonis? Yeah, Adonis. So give it up for Drake, y'all. He's letting us in on his private life. You know, Drake never does that, so give it up. Okay. And let's talk about this whole little, what is it? NBA Youngboy and Kodak Black. I don't know what's going on, but let me just say, I'm team NBA Youngboy all the way. I like what he had to say. You know, this is somebody who was in jail. Kodak Black is in jail, somehow tweeting or Instagramming from jail or whatever, and he's over here concerned about NBA Youngboy. What? Really? Be concerned about fighting your case, or, you know, getting out of jail sometime soon. Takashi's out, what are you gonna do? You know, and so I'm with NBA Youngboy. Like, why in the world are you talking about me? What's going on? You're talking about my wife? I guess NBA Youngboy is married or something like that. Now, I had no idea NBA Youngboy was married, because just a couple of weeks ago, weren't we talking about Bad Baby and Skyy Jackson and the two of them fighting over NBA Youngboy? So, you know, how many girlfriends does this guy have? You know, what's really going on? You know, I don't know. But, you know, I don't know any of NBA Youngboy's music, but apparently he's like the king of YouTube. They say he does quite well over at YouTube. So, you know, but either way, like I said, I'm team NBA Youngboy because of the simple fact that you're in jail. Why are you over here talking about me? I don't know what happened. They say that, I guess they say that he was disrespectful to his girlfriend or something like that. The NBA Youngboy talks, he's saying that he pays for everything. He says that he has never asked his girlfriend for anything. He's always provided for her and given her everything that she asked for. He says that she bought him 2 pair of shoes, maybe like a Chanel pair of shoes. That's the only pair that he ever wore. He talked really bad about her father. So I guess his wife has a bad relationship with her father, you know, because NBA Youngboy dogged him out. He called him a B word, I think. So, you know, who knows what's going on with that? I don't know. You know. Also, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to be talking about, I'm so sick of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, come on. Like, they need to freshen that thing up for real. Right? They got to freshen that up. It's so dead. It's dead. I can't do it anymore. Come on now. Like, I like you, Nene. I like you, Cynthia. I like you, Candy. I love you, Kenya, more. I love you, Queen Kenya. But y'all gotta do something. Something's gotta happen. That show is just dull. There's nothing happening. Like, I'm not even gonna tune in tomorrow. I know you air tomorrow, okay? I know you come on tomorrow. I'm not gonna be tuning in. I won't be tuning in because you guys have bored me to death. You've bored me to death. Okay, so apparently there's some feud going on between Keely from 3LW and Farrah, who she's a former member of Destiny's Child. Legitimately, she is a former member of Destiny's Child. No matter how much you guys might dislike her, you know what I mean? She is a former member of Destiny's Child. You got to give her that. Give her that. All right. There's some sort of footage going around. It's circulating over social media. And apparently it's footage of a reality show that never aired. It's unaired footage, okay? And this reality show was supposed to be focused on former members of girl groups, okay? And I guess their star players were going to be Farrah, who was a member of Destiny's Child for, I think, a total of 5 months. This was after the breakup when LaToya and Latavia had exited the group. Enters Farrah and Michelle. Okay, and so Farrah was one of those people, and you know, her time there only lasted for about 5 months. But again, to show respect, the girl was legitimately in Destiny's Child. Okay, so she is a former member of Destiny's Child. And Keely Williams, she is a former member of 3LW. Okay, now that's a girl group that came out a while back. You had Naturi Naughton, Adrienne Bailon, and Keely Williams. Now I say Keely Williams was indeed the Beyonce of that group. Some of y'all disagree, but she was. You know, she was the lead girl. She was the front and center of everything. You know, this has nothing to do with skin tone or whatever. I'm just keeping it real. From what the audience saw, Keely was front and center for everything. So I call her the Beyonce of the group. Just like you call Nicole Scherzinger the Beyonce of the Pussycat Dolls. Well, Keely Williams was the Beyonce of 3LW. Now, after 3LW, Keely went on to join a group called the Cheetah Girls. And Adrienne Bailon was along for that as well. But they, was Adrienne there? Adrienne was there. Yep, Adrienne was there. And they added Raven-Symoné. Yep, Raven-Symoné. And so, you know, they had their run. They were really big, really popular amongst the young kids or whatever, you know. I don't know any of their music. I don't know any of their songs, but I just know they were big. They were huge, okay? Almost like a Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana. The Cheetah Girls were big like that, okay? So anyway, like, there's just been this big controversy because Farrah and Keely had a disagreement with one another. I guess one was trying to one-up the other, okay? And it just didn't go over very well. Now, people say that Keely shaded Farrah because Keely basically reduced Farrah down to not singing on any of the songs. Now, this is after Farrah had made the claim that she sold 19 million records with Say My Name. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Like, why would you say that knowing what the media has created and transformed you into? Like, why would you say that, Farrah? Why would you say that? Anyway, she said what she said. She said what she said, and the critics are having a field day with it. You know, social media is going crazy over it. I just see it on all the blogs. Everybody's talking about it, and I think, you know what? Farrah made her own bed, now lie in it. You did that to yourself. I hate to say it. She's a pretty girl. Don't get me wrong. Farrah is a pretty girl. Can she sing? I think there's some potential there, but the stuff that they've released, the audio that they recently released and allowed us to listen to, it's not what we need if you're putting your name in the same sentence as a Beyonce. You know? But nonetheless, she's alive, she's well, she's still out here making music. Whether y'all want to buy it or not, the girl is still making music. I think that reality show should have seen the light of day. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe the production company ran out of money or something. The studios wouldn't pick it up. I don't know. But I think it should have seen the light of day. Now, people are giving Keely a hard time too because they say that she is basically hating on Raven-Symoné or something like that. I looked at the different stuff. I looked at Keely's post. I saw that stuff. I don't think she's hating. I think she's just simply calling it for what it is. You know, I always say call a spade, you know. Don't sugarcoat anything. Just call it for what it is. And I think she did that. Cut the girl some slack. You know what I mean? Like, when she said that she had been in 2, you know, major selling girl groups, she didn't lie when she said that. She was being totally honest. You might not want to hear that, but that's her truth. That's Keely's truth. She's been in 2 #1 selling girl groups, 3LW and Cheetah Girls. That's the truth. You can't take that away from her, you know. So in that right, she's validated. In my opinion, she's validated. You know what I mean? Now some would say, well, what have you done for me lately? I don't know. The last thing I saw, she was some sort of rocker chick or something like that. Maybe like trying to be a Fifi Dobson or something. She was in like this black and walking down the street in a video or something like that. It just wasn't working for me. Now this was years ago. I'm talking about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So I don't know what Keely has done recently. I hope she's got something new coming out, because since day one, I've been rooting for her. I like the girl. I like Keely. I call her the Beyonce of the group. Keely's well, when they were the Cheetah Girls, I think Raven was the Beyonce of the group. Am I right or am I right? You guys know. But anyway, I'm gonna move on from that. So you guys know the rapper Young Melly. I don't know any of his songs except for the one called Murder on My Mind or something like that. And Young Melly is in jail. He's awaiting trial for a double murder or something like that. I don't know what happened, you know. All I know is that the guy is awaiting trial. Anyway, while in jail, he has contracted the coronavirus. Yeah. Young Melly, what's his name? Marvin William Demon or something? I'm not lying. Like, that's his last name. This man's last name is Demons. Like, that's his last name. I can't make this stuff up. Google it. Google Young Melly. And it comes up Melvin something. I think Melvin William Demons. So anyway, he's got the virus and he's asking the judge to let him out of jail. Now, there's been people getting out. Tekashi's out. And they let Tekashi out for fear of coronavirus. So, Young Melly actually has it. Are they going to let him out, y'all, or keep him in there? What do you think? That's a tough one. I don't even know. I don't know. Jail is no place for anybody. You know what I mean? You know, I guess everybody's going to try to use this virus to get out. But if you think about it, you know, it's being locked up, incarcerated, or even just somewhere just held against your will with a group of individuals when there's a virus that's like running rampant in society right now. And you know, with jail, there's people coming in and out, in and out, in and out. That's like the worst place to be when a virus is running rampant, right? So I don't know if they're going to let him out or put him in some sort of solitary confinement and isolate him from the rest of the population. I don't know. But he's trying to get out. You guys know what? Pink, the singer Pink had coronavirus. They didn't tell anybody though. They didn't tell anybody. Not only did Pink have coronavirus, her son had coronavirus as well. They didn't report it. I'm glad she recovered. You know what I mean? Great job, Pink. You pulled through. They didn't report it though. So Pink tested positive for coronavirus 2 weeks ago, and they said that she recently tested and she tested negative. Make of it what you will. Also, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom found out that they're going to be having a baby girl. It's a girl. Yeah. Congratulations, Katy and Orlando.